Greetings, Grandpa. Now there's an issue going on that I need to address. Many of you are having very intense dreams now, and I've been talking about this for a while. I want to give you a reminder. This has been discussed before, here perhaps, and definitely on the written blogs. The reminder is this: if you're having an upsetting dream, whether it's an actual nightmare or something that bears a familiarity to an experience you've had or that you're afraid of having, always try to remember to do this. When you wake up, and you will wake up from that, say a few words of what's the dream about. All right? As if you were asking and answering a question of yourself, as if you were able to say in those moments of grogginess, what's the dream about, and then answer it. All right? You're going to be kind of mumbling, so don't try and record it. Don't try and write it down in your dream book. I'm not saying dream books are bad. I'm saying that in the case of a nightmare or an intense dream that's over the top intense, or that's disturbing your sleep or your life, just mumble a few words. If you're sleeping with someone, you can whisper. Just say what it is, a little bit, no big description, just this is happening and that was happening, and oh, maybe this was happening, and then lay down and go back to sleep. I know normally, those of you who have nightmares, you don't want to lay down and go back to sleep because the dream could resume. But remember, it is a dream, and therefore it is a message. So even if you don't consciously remember it, just mumbling a few words, it's about this, this happened, that happened, just a little bit. No big description, not enough to wake up. The key is to remember, you're not trying to wake up. You've woken up because the dream was too intense. But you may not be wide awake. You might just be groggy awake. Say a few words of what the dream is about and go back to sleep. There's at least a 60, maybe more of a percentage that you will not resume that dream or even have any other nightmare during the rest of your sleep. But if it happens, and you have a different one, or even some variation of the one you had, try it again. The chances are of you having to do this twice during a sleep cycle are very small. Some portion of you is trying to tell you something. It may be a way of avoiding an experience. Sometimes deep within you, when you're interacting with your guides and teachers, they're explaining something. They're trying to tell you something, and it can unintentionally trigger recollections deep within your body of something that either did happen, or a fear of something that might happen, or even something having to do with an entertainment you once viewed or were present for. This is a problem. There's another matter, and I feel I need to remind you of this also. This is really important in your day and age, where there's television and where there is video and other forms of entertainment. Do you know that your body reacts in almost the same way when viewing an entertainment, even on the theater stage, then you might act, meaning react, in real life as if it were happening around you, not necessarily to you, but around you, enough that it would scare you. I think it's important for you to know that sometimes the reason that you have dreams or nightmares about something you viewed on television or some other manner, even something you saw in life and frightened you. This is triggered very often by these entertainments. Be careful what you watch. I know some of you love that stimulation, that excitement. Just remember, chances are you're not going to want to attract that into your life as a personal experience. So, temper that, calm it down a little bit. Take it down, wean yourself off of that a bit. Otherwise, you could unintentionally invite that into your life. I know some of you say that's ridiculous. That's because mentally, you can completely see the difference between something you watch, something that's not you, but that you watch for entertainment, and in your day-to-day life. Mentally, that's crystal clear. But when you are sleeping, your mind is standing aside. You are sleeping as a physical being, and as a spiritual being, you're being instructed as a soul, since your soul does not need to sleep. You're being instructed by your guides and teachers, trying to understand your life or what you may need to know to help others, or even what you need to learn for some future life or application you're going to engage yourself in at the spiritual levels of your existence. So, recognize then that the reason you are so receptive, oh yes you are, is because you are here to learn, to take in and to understand. If you understand that about your life, you will then appreciate the value of your dreams and of your visions. This is a time now for visions, and I've been talking about that for a while. So, vision experience has everything to do with dreaming and even what you sometimes call daydreams or drop-in unexpected visions. I've been talking about that. Pay attention. There will be more soon. Good life.